As we enter the last quarter of the season, all 16 teams still have a chance for the championship. There's a high chance it's gonna end very soon, here in the Meadows. Hello everyone and welcome to the Trans Meadows home track for the translucent grass. In the last race, after a good finish, have taken the lead for the first time here. JBL Grand Prix. As we're entering race number 7 with only 2 races remaining. The question is, can we keep it together and grab the championship? Time will tell. As we're getting ready here for the first round of qualifying. Sweet Dandelions is still sitting in last place, which means they will be starting the race here today. And they will keep going. Translucent grass will be the last ones to go. Qualifying round working as always. The top 8 will move on to the second round of qualifying, where they will race in a 3-lap shootout for pole position. Dandelion for the last race of the season for them, with their captain Dandelion. Of course, as the race will be in the final race next time in the final track. But up first, let's see what they can give us here. And it's a 1765. A decent first time here from the Sweet Dandelions. But again, 15 teams yet to go. We already know the procedure at this point. Wait until the final result to know where you will be. Bursting onto the track. Very fast so far. Let's see if they can keep it together all the way though. That is usually the problem. A good start is something, but can you also finish as strong? As you can see here, the final sector is a Hubelino split that takes you in 3 different directions, and both the top and the bottom routes are slower than the middle one, so you definitely want the middle portion. Here Burst proving it for us with a great time as Lord was ready to go, kind of stopped for a moment, hesitation a bit here from the Knights of Night, but eventually they get underway. Obviously this will result in a fairly poor time, taking the bottom lane, there's a more lost time, and then 1886 puts them at the very least at the moment in last place. As we get ready to move on, Lamb for Team Lemonade. Get it ready to go underway. Shaky throughout the season with the exception of race number 1. What do they have for us today? Maybe something better? Let's see. Taking the middle path. Gets a good time and a 16 flat. Takes the lead. Easy lead right here for Team Lemonade. 0.4 ahead of the second best time so far. They take the lead out of 4. Lake for the Entitled Geese is ready to go next. A team that has shown great potential throughout the races, just again lacking a few peaks. Let's see if we can get them here. On to the final sector and the new fastest time here. Lake with a 15:46. And they take the lead now, over half a second faster than Team Lemonade. Clean run here, and they're up to first, as Whirlpool is ready to go next. Whirlpool onto the track, Whitecaps, desperate to get some points. They need a good finish here if they want any chance at the first championship in the JBL Grand Prix. Let's see if they can do it, maybe here with a 16-12. Puts them in 3rd. It's looking decent so far. And again, so much time left on this race. Who knows how things will go. 10 teams still yet to go, as we're starting the top 10 with Talisman of the Golden Scarabs. One race already back in the Midnight Castle. But let's see what else have the Golden Scarabs kid couple off. It doesn't seem like much here, losing a lot of speed. Losing even more, fortunately for them, they managed to take the middle lane. But it doesn't save the fact that this time is very, very slow. At 20:25. Next year, huh? Well, maybe next year Golden Scarabs might have a good time, but this year, not so much. Ton for the Speedstar Skeletons is up next. The team finally got their first medal in the last race. Would love to keep this momentum here. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, this is not looking likely. Oh, they may have stopped on the track. Oh no, they managed to move on. Okay. Ton manages to keep running, but definitely far behind here. Stopping midway. Terrible. 22.93. Unsurprisingly, the worst time so far. Speedster Skeletons struggle, but hoping at least that maybe somebody will get stuck on the course and they will not start in last. As Desi's up next for Eye of the Desert. Onto the track, around the turns, slowly making their way forward, and now bursting forward into the top lane, into the final turn, and a 17.57 provisional fifth. Right down the middle, 4 teams speed it, 4 teams lose to it. Decent so far. As the 10th team to go, the Zooming Zebras with Cross onto the track so far. Let's see, around the turns, a bit bumpy. Manages to recover so far, only somewhat. Again, a bit slow and a bit bumpy. Needs to straighten their lines, and does. Manages to take the middle lane, and it's a 19 flat. The lines were good, it's just too bumpy, too inconsistent, and the 19 flat puts them in provisional 8th, unlikely to make it to Q2. Serpentine for the Streaming Serpents, the race winners of the last race in Skellington Speedway. Can they get a back-to-back win? We're yet to see a back-to-back win. We were close to it in the first 2 GPs, but nothing since. Here comes the Streaming Serpents and an 1894. Well, they take the spot from the Zooming Zebras, who are officially not going to make it to Q2, but they also will struggle and seem like they barely have a shot. As in the meantime, the Whitecaps get in. Next up, Bite for Pixelated Artists. A marble well known for finishing third in all 3 of its races. Can it get a third here? Maybe. As Pixelated Artists on to the middle portion. Very fast so far, and a 16.05 is the 3rd fastest time so far, and that is enough to make it to the 2nd round of qualifying and knocking the Streaming Serpents out. Now only the top 4 left. Nuclear for Forces of Nature somewhat gets underway. Again, struggles a bit of a hesitation, but they're off eventually. Now they go onto the course, around the turn, on to the Hubelino, takes the middle portion, and a 1935. The hesitation at the start costing them a lot of time, and with it also the 2nd round. They will be out in Q1. Morgan for Captain Morgan crew gets ready to go here. Morgan a bit slow but recovers quickly. Is continuing to move here. One of the best marbles so far in the JBL Grand Prix. Slow again onto the turn, takes the middle portion. Not to have a good score here, and a 1963. Not good. Not good at all. Only beating 2 teams, and we only have 2 teams to go. The Sweet Dandelions and Knights of Night, waiting to see if they can make it in. Up next, the Macavia Vultures with Griffin, 2nd place in their last race, putting the team momentarily back in 1st, although now they're back in 2nd, as you can see. Very fast here, but maybe too fast. Gets stuck a bit on the Hubelino, and that might cost them 1780. Provisional 8th, which means it's between them and the translucent grass, but it did cost them. A bit more consistency at the end rather than peak would have been enough to guarantee them a spot, and instead, it's up to nutrition here for the home crowd. Jirin just needs to beat the time set a few moments ago by the Macavia Vultures. Let's see if they can do it. Clean so far, no mistake done. Middle portion, quickly around the turns, and it definitely is going to make it. A 16:21 will give him 5th place for the starting position in round 2 of qualifying, as the top 8 are ready to go again here for the 3-lap shootout. Who will take pole position? Entitled Geese in 1st will keep the lead. as Pixel from Pixelated Artists in the meantime takes it from them. Lake will give a chase right behind, both take the middle path. A lot of marbles actually take the middle path. They will keep the top two, and it will be the Whitecaps closing in the top three. A great comeback here from Whirlpool, catching up a little bit as Lamb falls off completely, dropping 3 spots. But still has time to come back. Bite in the lead, but now it's Whirlpool who takes it. But a big bump makes them lose it as Nutrition takes the lead here in the home track. Ready to run forward. Sofa will hold on to the lead. Yes, they will. With 1 lap remaining, Nutrition is up in first place, and well, Whitecaps taking their time. Here they are. They took a little bit, but eventually they made their way. Dandelion also stuck at some point on the course. Will have the worst time of the day. Will be currently in 8th as we go to the final lap. Lake takes the lead, but Bite takes it back. Here comes Lake once more into the first place. Pixel giving chase from behind, as well as Nutrition and Lamb. A bit of a bad path here from Lake, but it does not matter. Untitled Geese will take pole position. Trans Meadows. Lake, great racing here. Burst actually fast enough near the end, manages to jump up to 2nd. Great start for them. They will be starting in 2nd. As Translucent Grass and their home track will start in 3rd. We will see you tomorrow for the actual race. See you guys then. Till then, don't forget, keep on